Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is CherryBoy and welcome to Butterfly Affection, a brand new game by my boy Ray K, aka Freakily Charming, aka the creator of Teaching, Feeling, and Love at First Sight! I'm so excited for this game. Let's get right into it. Start. Alright, here we go. Today I was out a bit longer than usual. The sun was already setting by the time I got home. Oops. There. Seeing my house, I got the keys ready in advance, reaching into my pocket. Then I saw something illuminated by the street lamps out of the corner of my eye. Ooh, whoa! Near my house, I saw something hard to describe on the sidewalk. Whoa, CG already. Whoa, very interesting. Whoa, boy. The new waifu. Though the head, shoulders, and upper torso looked humanoid, the rest of the body did not. The light crawling reminds me of an insect, but only a few parts of its body are insect-like. If anyone saw this outside their door, they would want to stay inside. It slowly turned my way and seemed to acknowledge my existence, but made no move either toward or away from me. I don't know if it can speak like a person or if it understands words at all. As creepy as it looked, it was still close to my house. I can't just leave it here, so I approach it. It doesn't make any sudden or threatening movements. Its only reaction to my touch is a light twitch. As I lifted to carry it off, I noticed it shivering slightly. It looks really weak, and it may not have the strength to move anymore. Take it home with me, leave it alone to go home. Take it home with me, of course! I eventually made my way into the house, carrying something unfamiliar. Oh, observe, yes, very good. Although it doesn't appear injured, it's dirty from crawling around. CG, very interesting, yes. Just staring right at me. Okay. I better wash it off in the bathroom. If it's not hurt, maybe the reason it looks weak is lack of food and rest. Will it recover if I feed it and provide a place to sleep? Maybe, probably, yes. Make something to eat. Let's go make some food. I don't know its biology, but all living things but all living things need nutrition, indeed. That's just common sense, but it has features resembling humans, insects, and mollusks. What would be appropriate to feed it? After thinking about it, I retrieve a banana from the kitchen. Everyone loves bananas. It's edible to people and insects, and soft, nutritious foods are a good idea. I peel the banana and slice it up on a plate. Then I leave it nearby. Alright, there you go. After seeing and smelling the food, it moved and began to eat the banana slowly. Oh, CG again. Pretty good. Okay. Seeing it eat for the first time, I noticed it had a long tongue. It held down the plate with its left hand and pulled single slices into its mouth. While its body resembled a mollusk, the unusually long tongue looked more reptilian. I expected it to eat with a more insect-like motion. The more I looked, the less I understood. Sorry for messing up, fam. Skinship, yes. Oh, headpats, always headpats. Oh, yes, I gotta love them. I wouldn't be a Reiki game without headpats. I don't know what kind of creature it is, but most animals familiar to people react positively to petting. Unsurprisingly, it keeps staring right at me as I softly touch its head. I pat its head slowly. It doesn't react positively or negatively, so I'll try again later. Alrighty, cleaned it up. To the bath we go! Since it got dirty crawling around outside, I decided to carry it to the bathroom. Alright, there we go. Look at it, she's just staring at me. After adjusting the temperature of the shower to lukewarm, I slowly started on the ends of its limbs. CG again, great fam, getting these CGs. I was worried that it would freak out like a cat, but remained calm and docile. With it being this quiet, I figured I could be more thorough. I carefully wash its body with soap. The humanoid parts of its upper body have a texture like human skin. While the tentacle feels more smooth and slippery, the insect part feels more firm. No new discoveries or surprises are revealed, so it looks like I've learned all I can from washing it. Indeed, alright, make a bed. I'm not comfortable taking it into my bedroom yet, but it wouldn't be nice to leave it on the cold hard floor tonight. I don't know if it's resistant to cold, and I don't want it to tire itself out looking for somewhere comfortable. I set a towel out on the sofa and lay it down there. That should be adequate bedding with the addition of a blanket. Indeed, now let's end the day, I suppose. My journal. I found something rather strange near my house recently. Its head, shoulders, and torso resembled those of a human, but the rest of its body was clearly not. I don't know whether it can talk or even understand speech in the first place. At first I thought it was creepy, but then I realized it was in a weak condition. After taking a while to decide, I did something unusual and took it home with me. I'm surprised that I decided to do such a thing, but it was too weak to leave alone. It's not aggressive or bothersome, so there's been no problems keeping it home so far. If it gets too out of hand, I can just let it leave or kick it out at any time. Oh, I see. Save. Very interesting. All right. Okay, need to get my breath. Whoa, she's already growing. Observe. Over a week has passed since I brought it home. CG! And apparently it's already growing, like, its eye has changed, and this is definitely growing, and that wasn't there before. And, was that always like that? Over a week has passed since I brought it home. While it seemed a week at first, after only a few days, it's exploring the room curiously. It moves in a very relaxed way, never rushing or knocking stuff over. But what's most surprising are the changes to its body. The end of its lower body has turned purple, and some kind of leg grew out from its waist. The tentacle, which lacks a heartbeat, has grown as well. Oddly, the right eye has developed a second iris. It's not uncommon for various types of animals to grow limbs, but for only one eye to double is strange for a living thing. I'm curious as to how it will grow, but I also feel uneasy about it. I better try learning more, starting with I better try learning more, starting with communication. Alrighty, but let's make something to eat first. Since the first day, I've only fed it fruits and vegetables. Those seem safe, so I'll try cooked dishes now. Alright. After I let the fried rice cool a little, I set it down. Oh yes, eat the fried rice. Fried rice. Caesar. Very good. Okay. Since the food looks different from before, it takes some time observing the food before eating. It took a bit longer, but it ate the food quietly. It should be okay to expand its diet. Indeed, it should. Now to the head pats we go. Yes, head pat. I pat its head again with the CG. Very good. Although I've done this many times by now, it continues to not react in a positive or negative way. However, when patting its head like this, it stares directly at me the entire time. It may be panicking or may be wondering what I'm even doing. But since it never makes any kind of readable facial expression, I can't tell what's on its mind. I wonder if it'll begin to react if I continue. Try to communicate. We need to begin speech. Sorry. Although this creature has never spoken a single word, dialogue may still be possible. I'll try talking to it. I tried some common words and phrases, but it didn't reply or react. Waifu. Anime. Waifu. You are a waifu. Monster girl. Monster musume. Anime. CherryBoy. Manga. Ecchi. Okay, let's go. Sorry. Lolly. Anime. Okay, sorry. Milf Savers. Okay, sorry. Back. Jojo. Okay. Kenshiro, and Guts, and Berserk, and Fist of the North Star, and where is the Dragon Ball? Sorry, okay. Even if I asked questions and talked about myself, it gave no indication that it understood me. I wonder if talking is even possible. Space Dandy as well. Mysterious Girlfriend X. Any of these animes ringing a bell. However, it may not be ignoring my attempts. At speech. It may not know any language at all. Even if it's not as intelligent as a human, I'll keep trying to communicate again. All right, end the day. Whew. Okay, sorry for breathing so much, just getting my air. Okay, back to the journal. It's been a while since I picked up this strange creature, and it seems far healthier now. So far, it doesn't seem able to talk, and the only sound it ever makes is a high-pitched kee. Kee. Is it a new life form, some undiscovered race, an abandoned mutant, or even an extraterrestrial? All in all, I still have no idea what it is. However, it eats obediently, doesn't raise a fuss when I clean its body, is quiet and never causes problems, even though it can now explore the room at will. Alright, my main concern is the speed that it's changing shape. It may be better to call it transformation than growth. Though I considered it bizarre and unsettling at first, as time passed, it started to look a little cute. While it is still obviously grotesque, I seem to be only getting more attached, possibly because the upper body resembles that of a human girl. I need to stop using words like it or that. Due to her insect-like features and my desire to see her transform further, I've decided to name her AGEHA. AGEHA, eh? Nice name. Save. The waifu AGEHA. Whoa, okay. She's definitely growing more. Observe. AGEHA has grown steadily over the past few days. Her tentacles have grown and the legs on her waist have gotten longer as well. Her previously shapeless lower half is forming into more legs. Parts of her body are still not solid and stable, but with some effort she can now sit in places that support her back. Regardless of the way she's growing, it's clear AGEHA is not human. But when I see her sitting on the sofa, it feels like she's becoming more like one. Alright, whoa, CG. Okay, so yes, these are becoming more leg-like. I'm just gonna put something there just in case. These legs are growing. These extra legs are definitely growing. And the tentacle as well, and just gonna do that, and her eye as well. Oh, there's another iris in there now. Yes, and her eye is becoming more detailed. It was a circle before, now it's more like a snake, I think. Or a cat. Snake, I think, yeah. Okay, sorry, back to the game. I don't know what the future holds, but I will try to see how I don't know what the future holds, but I don't know what the future holds, but I will try to see how human she can become. But I will try to see how human she can become. But I'll try to see how human she can become. Sorry, I just want to make that sound right. Make something to eat. All right. Given that she can now sit at mealtime, I let her use the chairs and utensils. Alright, you go. Between the structure of her joints and the unfamiliar tools, she moves awkwardly, but if I demonstrate how to eat with a fork, she can imitate me quickly. CJ, you go, AGEHA, you eat that, those spaghettis, those noodles, yeah. Recently I haven't been making separate meals for AGEHA, and I just make more of what I eat. There's still no change in reaction to the food. Whatever I serve her, she eats in small amounts. I'll try foods with stronger flavors next. Skinship, back to the headpats. Headpat. I pat AGEHA on the head as usual. CJ. Okay. There was no noticeable change in her expression, but recently she has stopped staring directly at me the whole time. Did she lose interest or come to the conclusion that I mean no harm? With her no longer crawling on the ground, it feels more like petting a child than an animal. But while she doesn't seem to be bothered by physical contact, she still shows no sign that she still shows no signs that she enjoys it either. She looks at me occasionally with her unreadable insect-like eyes. She looks at me occasionally with her. She looks at me occasionally. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. She looks at me occasionally with her unreadable insect-like eyes. She may not like eyes with me like when I picked her up, but my inability to read her emotions. But my inability to read her emotions continues to vex me. Alright, sorry about that, fam. I don't know what happened. Try to communicate. I talk to AGEHA often, but she still cannot speak. But when I call out her name or announce a meal, even if she's out of the room, she will come. I think she's beginning to understand a little. She may only distinguish a small few words now, but I'm not giving up yet. Exactly. End of the day. Alright, cool. Back to the journal. Whew. Okay, here we go. Sorry. AGEHA continues to grow and change every day. She no longer drags her body like a slug to move around, as she can now use her legs and arm to move her upper body short distances. I am worried that she's growing beyond my expectations, but as always, she remains docile and quiet. However, it's not just her physical growth that intrigues me. She not only reacts to my voice now, but her newfound interest in the TV and PC indicate a possibly growing intellect. Ooh. Of course, given her lack of expression and reaction, I don't know to what degree she's learning. She never misbehaves, is not very active physically, and I can't really tell her what to do anyway. One more time. She never misbehaves, is not very active physically, and I can't really tell her what to do anyway. I can't get an idea of her intelligence just from observing things like how she eats or sleeps. That didn't sound right. I can't get an idea of her intelligence just from observing that. Oh my god, sorry. Okay, one more time. Sorry, let's get this. I can't get an idea of her intelligence just from observing things like how she eats or sleeps. One more time. I can't get an idea of her intelligence just from observing things like how she eats or sleeps. Perhaps more will be revealed as AGEHA continues growing. Her level of intelligence and any potential issues should become clearer as she starts moving around more freely. Yes, okay, sorry about that, man. Sorry, save. Just words threw me for a loop. I stopped myself. Oh my god, no, get it right. I stopped myself as I'm putting my notebook on the shelf. Since her mobility has increased, AGEHA tends to wander around the house. AGEHA tends to wander around the house. I see her moving fairly often now, and she occasionally picks things up and moves them. As for the notebook I keep on AGEHA since finding her, it may be on a high shelf, but I can't be completely certain it's out of her reach. AGEHA may learn to read and write eventually, so I should figure out how to handle this. There's no sign of her entering my room uninvited, and I don't think anything I wrote is bad, but I like to keep observing AGEHA with it. After thinking about it a bit, I open my locked valuables drawer and lock the notebook inside. It may not be a sturdy lock, but I can leave other stuff in there too, and if I remember the position of the items inside, I'll know if it's been opened. Pretty cool. Whoa, AGEHA. Observe. Whoa. Her once twisted lower body has now become distinct legs. Her once twisted lower body has now become distinct legs, and they have joints she may soon stably walk with. Her face is looking more human. But her right eye is ripping open wider.
But since she has grown more tentacles, I can't really say that she's becoming human.
CG. Oh, okay, so let's inspect this. Her extra legs are growing very good, and her legs are now fully grown, almost fully grown. And the tentacle and arm are good, and her hair, I like her hairstyle, I like that, AGEHA. And your eye is still very beautiful, and this one is becoming more detailed, I like that. And these fangs, I guess you call them? Fangs, I guess? Yeah. Okay, sir. But this also means an increase in dexterity, and she can imitate more and more human actions. Although I am wary, I would like to see AGEHA's potential. Indeed, make something to eat, let go.
I've started including foods with harsh and bitter flavors, but as usual, she shows no reaction. She shows no reaction to her food.
CG, got a lot of irises in there, AGEHA, but I love it anyway.
Okay, one thing I've noticed since I've started this is that AGEHA will not eat until after I start.
CG.
At first I thought she might need an example to copy, but she handles spoons and forks fine now. Nevertheless, she always waits for me to start eating before. Nevertheless, she always waits for me to start before eating. Maybe she only ate it because I did. Or perhaps she wants me to eat. Or perhaps she wants me to eat first to show if it's poisonous.
Sorry about that. Skinship. Yes, back to the head pat. CG, pat that head.
Even though it's clear by now that I mean no harm, she doesn't seem to be relaxing. Since she now looks around occasionally when I pet her, I feel I'm getting a vague idea of her mood. However, since she still has no distinct facial expressions to read, I may only be seeing what I want to see.
Try to communicate. Back to the words.
So far, her only vocalization is a rare high-pitched key sound when carried.
Key.
Yep. This is one of the reasons communication is so difficult. She doesn't laugh or cry like a person, or whine like a pet. Like an insect, she is difficult to read. As she becomes more human, I hope her vocal cords are evolving too. But just like before, she can only make the same key sound.
Key.
Maybe for now I should start focusing on non-vocal forms of communication.
I see, indeed. End the day. Alrighty. Back to the journal.
AGEHA's continued growth astounds me. Her ability to handle tools is beyond that of an animal. Her ability to handle tools is
oh my god, no, get it right.
Her ability to handle tools is beyond that of an animal.
Sorry, man. Okay. Okay. Gather the vocal cords of power. Here we go.
AGEHA continuous growth astounds me. Her ability to handle tools is beyond that of an animal. She becomes more like a human all the time. Even though she still never tries to communicate, considering what I've learned, my way of handling AGEHA has become more like childcare or teaching than raising a pet. When watching TV and movies, she has shown an aversion to violent scenes, and she has shown a preference for comedic and romantic scenes, observing them intently.
Oh yes, gotta love those romantic comedies.
I wonder if she will come to understand me, but also worry that she might evolve beyond my comprehension. It's possible that she will become either a beautiful butterfly or a poisonous moth. Yet no matter how she changes, my affection will increase all the same.
Save. Already cool. Okay, now, Alright, fam, that's all the time we got for this and everybody, but thank you guys so much for watching, so I gotta cut it off here, but, gotta stretch it out, we got plenty of CGs. Seems like good opening starting, anyway. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that there was no upload yesterday, I was really tired yesterday, but don't worry about it, uploads will be back. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like below, and if there's any other games you would like me to play, or if you want to talk, please comment down below as well. If you like this and like this some more, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bells, that'd be epically appreciated of you. And as always, my name is CherryBoy, my goal left to make you guys smile. Oh, and sorry for messing up a couple of times. I don't know what happens with my stuttering and mumbling. I'm trying to fix that. I didn't have this before, like towards the beginning of the channel. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, I just want to say, guys, thank you guys so much for the support. We're like over 760 subs, almost at 800, and the 700 subs will be out soon. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think of this game? I really like it because it's a Ray K game. Like, I love his artwork and stuff. It is great. I love it. And he's a creative teaching feeling and love at first sight. One of my top waifus is now Sylvie, and Sachi is also really good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm done mumbling and talking about how awesome Ray K is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye. See ya.